this manure spreader, this American man trying to feed his family, trying to make a living, and his frustration is the frustration of millions of Mr. and Mrs. Americas out there trying to just simply make a living, and you get folks that are granted visas, given the opportunities way over you because they'll work for way lower wages and take your job. That needs to stop. That needs to stop. There was a time in the 50s where companies actually gave more than gold watches to their employees when they spent 20, 30 years in the company. Now you don't get a watch. You don't get anything. A lot of these companies are just damn greedy, and it's got the greed factor on it. And that's why I try to tell people, I live in Florida, and you practically need to start your own business if you're going to make any money in the state. It's called the Sunshine State for a reason. There's a lot of good companies here, don't get me wrong. But largely speaking, you do better to have multiple streams of income. Have maximum opportunities going for you. With the internet, you can reach a lot of people and reach out to people that normally would never do business with you, but they find you on the internet, and there you go. You may want to strategize that way. Maybe become a consultant, which is kind of a new thing. With all those years that you had with that company, become a consultant. You just have to use what's available to you, which technology has really opened up a lot of windows for a lot of folks. So you may want to learn it, or you're going to get way left behind if you haven't already. But it's not too late. You can catch back up, take a computer course. Sometimes you can find these things given at public libraries, and you don't have to spend a whole lot of money, or at a local community college, but learn it. Learn as much as you possibly can, because some of you are at that place where, man, you just can't you can't rub two nickels together. You just can't seem to be getting ahead, and you're worried about retirement because you don't have the money, and Social Security is not going to be near enough. It's just not going to be there for you. But as long as you have a brain and you have a computer, ladies and gentlemen, you could be brilliant. But you have to be willing to work. You have to learn first, and once you learn it, it's unstoppable. And you say, well, it's so general. Well, think about how passionate you were at one time about a particular thing. To me, how much more passionate can you get than not wanting to be in a nursing home? That's gonna really embolden me. That's gonna propel me to be better and to get better. My charisma level just is off the chart, and yours should be too. What motivates you, though? There's got to be a motivator there. There has to be something. I like the optimism of the South Korean leader. I don't know. Optimism's a good thing. It's a beautiful thing. I hope it's realistic. President Moon over there is marking his first 100 days in office today, and he issued this statement. He says, very pleased his nation's 50 million inhibitors are safe. He says, I confidently say there will be no war on the Korean Peninsula. I can confidently say there will be no war again, ever again. But nevertheless, many ordinary citizens in the Asia-Pacific region remain pretty weary of the situation. And we do too here at For the People. We don't trust Un. I believe the guy is going to launch another missile. And whether we hit back with some tomahawks or something lighter at some of his bases, or some of his nukes, or whatever some of his scientists are working out of, I don't know. But I don't trust him at all. I think this guy is so deranged, and we haven't heard the last of him. I think he is bluffing. I think the guy is sick. A lot of people say he's not. He's smart. He's being strategic. He just did not think that he would have a Trump act the way that he did. And he blinked, is what a lot of people are saying over there, is he blinked to Trump. He gave in. Some people are saying it's medical, that he was off his gourd because of steroids. I like the optimism of Moon. I think it's great. And hopefully there will never be a war, all-out war, because we don't need it. Not as bloody as the Korean War was. I mean, that was just ridiculous. I've talked to old-timers that lost friends over there. A guy named John Jackson, he became a preacher. And he would talk about in his sermons his buddy's leg and his, buddies that he served with, losing their life right in front of him. He'd describe it, the carnage. And he'd say that he'd never met an atheist in a foxhole. And it was true. From people that I've met, they prayed to God that they'd get out of there, as well as their friends that they served with. Because you don't wish that on anybody when you see that kind of stuff. I mean, my goodness. Watch one of those Saving Private Ryan movies. Watch the carnage. I mean, it's hard to watch, but I watch them, so I really get the brevity of what men and women have endured and what they still could go through. And I am definitely not war hungry. Don't want anything bad to happen. A lot of people from the left think that people at the right want war, and we're war hungry, bloodthirsty, and want all this. It's not true. We don't want any of our men and women to not come back. And this Afghanistan thing right now, trying to weigh it, there's an open letter to President Trump from the Taliban asking Trump to send no more troops over there, more or less basically saying that it's a war that it's never going to be won. People are not going to change. Something that the Soviets actually, the Russians encountered for all the years they spent over there. They pulled out. They retreated. But are we really getting ahead in Afghanistan? And the strategy has been for a lot of our military, and the Taliban try to pull out. It says, well, we fight them there. They're not going to come over here. They're basically saying, the Taliban is not your threat over here. And you don't have to worry about us to pull out. But is more troops the answer? These people for thousands of years have been fighting for their way of life, the way that they think. And the strategies that we have heard, at least we have been in the know. The reason we're over there is because we're shutting down terrorists that are plotting attacks for us and for. We don't want a stronghold for ISIS or any terrorist groups. And this is where these people get together and congregate into the most fringe places on the planet, and being, i.e., Afghanistan. But Trump hasn't said really anything so far with that open letter from the Taliban, but I thought it was interesting. They do realize that Trump is way different from Barack Hussein Obama, and maybe he'll be able to get an ear for them, but we have lost too many guys over there already. And I do wonder, not to say that the Taliban is our buddies or anything like that, but do they have a point that they're just not going to give up? I just don't see us pulling out anytime soon and just giving it up, because I think that would be a huge mistake. What do you think? ForThePeopleShow.com. We'll be back right after this.
Help you survive this thing called life. We're for the people, for the people, for the people is there.
It's unlike anything you've ever been through in your life, man. I was driving. This kid threw a grenade at us and went right over our vehicle. It was 12 years old.
The shockwave went through my head, rattled up my brain, and left.
Danger is around you 360 degrees at all times, and you can't unlearn that.
It's impossible to describe the sacrifices these men and women have made to protect our freedoms. And the job of rebuilding their lives is massive and growing every day. Many will need the programs offered by the Wounded Warrior Project for years to come.
I didn't know what PTSD was. All I knew was I was having nightmares. And when I got released, my reintegration was go check in at the VA, man.
My first coping mechanism was use drugs. Just numb it, don't feel anything.
I was angry. I'm trying to pull myself out of that right now.
Your gift today of $19 per month will honor and empower these veterans so they can aid and assist each other.
The Wounded Warrior Project is a life raft.
I can say this without question that I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for it.
Wounded Warrior Project is the first step, getting back out into the world and reforming yourself outside of the service.
Call or go online with a pledge of $19 a month. You'll receive this Wounded Warrior Project blanket, and your gift will provide critically needed programs that rebuild lives.
That was my first feeling of actually being a part of something bigger than myself again.
Well, I lost a few really close friends overseas, and if I quit, I'm going to let them down, and I'm not about to do that.
I'm learning to face my fears head on. To trust and see what happens at the end.
It's a long process, but I had the drive and desire.
Please, call or go online with your gift right now.
For the People is on the air for you. Each day we strive to tell it to you straight, not watered down, so you can know what's going on each day. Our show is different from many of the others on air. We're not afraid of the PC police, and we explain our position, at the same time understanding the left's position and what we can do to further a conservative agenda for America. For the People is listener-supported and relies on listeners like you to help us get the word out. So, if you like what we do and want to help For the People, sign up today at our website at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. Your support allows us to report the news fearlessly and guarantees our survival on the air. As a thank you, we'll send you our monthly newsletter with commentary and money-saving tips. Can we count on your support? Thank you for helping America. To become a For the People member, log on to forthepeopleshow.com. Now, get ready, get set for 123 Ready TV, the brand new app that everyone's talking about for your PC or Android device that allows you access to most every movie or TV show ever made. Sound incredible? Well, it is, because once you pay $19.99, that's all you pay. Just the movies and TV shows you like without the hassle. The internet streams everything already. What 123 Ready does is it finds them, then delivers them directly to you, commercial-free. There's nothing quite like it, and it's available now at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. And before you buy 123 Ready TV, watch the video and see how simple it is to start watching all those movies and TV shows. If you like movies and TV shows, but don't enjoy paying for all of them, no problem. Just pay $19.99 and start enjoying countless titles and entertaining TV better than anyone. Get your 123 Ready TV for $19.99 at forthepeopleshow.com. Just click on the store page. It's For the People. We're back. Keith Allen on your radio, your smartphone device, on satellite. We're everywhere. You know that 123 Ready TV that you just heard about? That commercial that you just blocked out? If you've not gotten 123 Ready TV, you're really missing out on a lot of things. And you say, you know what, I already have everything. You don't have this one. Oh, no. And listen, I am very picky, very particular on what we actually put out there. You know, that's the only product right now, and that's going to change. We're getting lined up multiple things right now, but the 123 Ready TV, I got excited about it because it works. And it is 100% my favorite app of all apps that I have because it only costs $19.99. And it opens up every single movie that ever was produced with no commercials on my phone and on my computer. $19.99. All the movies that are in the movie theater right now, we're not talking about the guy who's holding up a camera to the movie theater. We're talking about studio quality. Your TV shows, weather, sports, all of that stuff, perfect quality, no commercials. You need internet access. You need a personal computer, PC. And you need an Android device. So either or. And it's brilliant. $19.99. We get a few dollars here off per purchase, which is great. That helps For the People. And that's why I agreed to do it. And several of you have taken advantage of it. Everyone should have it. You'll enjoy it. Get yours now. Where do you get it? Thought you'd never ask. forthepeopleshow.com. Go to our store page. Watch the video. It's sexy. Watch the video first. You'll see how easy it is. Anybody can use this. Kids, You could be 99 years old. Okay, you're not that old, are you? All right, if you're 99, you can't use it. It doesn't matter how old you are. If a monkey can click on it, you can click on it, okay? All my friends use this.